Have you ever met someone, just once, and the moment they smile, something inside you goes quiet, like a part of you recognizes them, even if your mind insists you've never seen them before? Or maybe it's the opposite. You meet someone, and without a single reason, your body tenses up, your chest tightens, your intuition whispers, no, not safe. And then there are the fears that make no sense. Fear of water, when nothing bad ever happened in water. Fear of flying, even though you know the statistics. Fear of small spaces, without any memory of being trapped. Here's the question seekers ask when logic runs out. What if the memory isn't in your mind, but in your soul? Today we're exploring reincarnation, not as a belief you're forced to accept, but as a possibility worth investigating. And specifically, we're uncovering 9 hidden signs that people around the world report when they feel they've lived before. These aren't vibes pulled from thin air. They're patterns, emotional, physical, relational, even psychological. And by the end of this video, you might recognize yourself in more than one of them. Let's begin with a simple foundation. What reincarnation means. Reincarnation is the idea that consciousness continues after death and returns again and again in different bodies, different times, different stories. In many spiritual traditions, it's not punishment. It's not a loop you're trapped in. It's a classroom, a long, slow journey where the soul gathers experience, love, loss, courage, fear, mistakes, healing, until it becomes whole. And if reincarnation is real, it would explain something people have wondered for centuries. Why do some of us carry emotions we can't trace? Why do certain places feel like home, even if we've never been there? Why do some relationships feel instant, like a reunion? In this framework, the soul doesn't bring the full diary of past lives, but it may bring imprints, like fingerprints on the inside of you, and those imprints can show up as signs. So now, let's explore the 9, and as you listen, don't overthink it, just notice what stirs. Sign number 1, fears that don't belong to this life. Some fears make sense. If you were bitten by a dog, you might fear dogs. If you fell from a height, you might fear heights. But what about the fears that appear without any origin story? You're terrified of deep water, but you've never nearly drowned. You panic in small spaces, but you've never been trapped. You feel dread around fire, despite never being burned. A seeker's question is, where did this fear begin? Some researchers who studied children claiming past life memories found a strange pattern. Many of these children had intense phobias tied to the way they said they died. A child who spoke of drowning feared baths. A child who described being shot had panic reactions to loud popping sounds. Now, does that prove reincarnation? No. But it suggests something important. Fear doesn't always require a conscious memory. Sometimes the body remembers what the mind can't explain. And if this resonates, here's the key. Your fear might not be a weakness. It might be a scar from a story you don't fully recall. Sign number 2, dreams that feel like memories. Most dreams are strange, but some dreams feel true. You wake up and you're not just like, that was weird. You wake up like you've been somewhere. You dreamed of a place you've never visited, yet you could draw the layout. You dreamed of a time period that isn't yours, but the details were vivid. Clothing, architecture, rituals, language, and in the dream, you were someone else. Some people report recurring dreams where they live an entire alternate life, and it repeats, like a chapter being replayed. The seeker question is, what if dreams aren't just random images, but doors? Not always, but sometimes. If you experience these kinds of dreams, pay attention to the emotional signature. Did it feel nostalgic? Did it feel heartbreaking? Did it feel like home? Because emotions are the fastest way the soul speaks. Sign number 3, natural talent that feels like remembering. Have you ever tried something for the first time and it felt strangely familiar? You pick up an instrument and your hands seem to know. You learn a language and certain words hit you like déjà vu. You step into a craft, painting, building, cooking, and it clicks immediately. Sure, talent exists, but sometimes it doesn't feel like talent, it feels like recovery. Like you're not learning from zero, you're remembering from deep inside. In the reincarnation lens, skills can carry forward as soul imprint, not perfect memory, not I can speak ancient Latin fluently, more like your nervous system has been here before, and when you find the thing you've done across lifetimes, your body lights up. Sign number 4, feeling pulled toward a specific culture or era. Some people love history, but some people feel haunted by it in a good way. You're drawn to ancient Egypt, not just curious, drawn. You hear Celtic music and you feel something tighten in your throat. You see Japanese temples and you get chills. It's not aesthetic, it's recognition. You might binge documentaries about a particular era. You might collect objects from a specific culture without knowing why. You might feel homesick for a country you've never been to. How can you miss a place you've never visited? Unless some part of you has. Sign number 5, instant soul recognition in relationships. This one is intense because it doesn't just happen in romance, it happens in friendships, mentorships, even random strangers. You meet someone and within minutes you feel safe. You trust them faster than you normally would. Conversation flows like you're picking up where you left off. Or, on the darker side, you meet someone and instantly feel tension. No reason, no evidence, just a primal no. In reincarnation teachings, souls often travel in clusters, meeting again and again, playing different roles. A friend in one life may return as a sibling, a rival may return as a boss, a lover may return as a lesson. Sometimes these connections feel magical, sometimes they feel unfinished, and that's the key word, unfinished. If reincarnation is real, some relationships aren't just about chemistry, they're about completion. Sign number 6, birthmarks, phantom sensations, or unexplainable physical patterns. This is the one that makes people pause, because it's not emotional, it's physical. Some people have birthmarks in strange places, or recurring pain that doctors can't fully explain, or sensations that don't match their reality. Some describe phantom feelings like feeling long hair when they have short hair, feeling tight collars or heavy clothing like from another era, feeling a discomfort in a specific spot, repeatedly, without cause. Is it always spiritual? No, but seekers don't ignore patterns. If your body keeps speaking in the same language, it may be pointing to an older story. Sign number 7, déjà vu that hits like a wave. Déjà vu is common, but sometimes it's not a flicker, sometimes it's a flood. You walk into a place for the first time and suddenly you know what's around the corner. You're in a conversation and you can predict the next sentence. You feel a moment arriving before it arrives, and it comes with emotion, strong emotion, joy, grief, dread, peace. Seeker question, what if déjà vu is the soul recognizing a repeated moment? Like your current life is overlapping with a previous one, and for a second, the veil gets thin. Sign number 8, strange childhood memories that felt too real. Many people forget how unusual childhood can be. Kids say strange things, but sometimes kids say specific things. They describe places they've never been. They talk about another family. They reference events from another time. And often those memories fade around age 5, when identity locks in and the current life becomes dominant. If you have childhood memories that never fit, memories you couldn't explain, don't dismiss them automatically, not as proof, as a clue. Sign number 9, feeling like you don't belong here. This is the quiet one, the one people rarely talk about. A persistent feeling of being slightly out of place, like you were dropped into the wrong era, or born into the wrong culture, or living in a world that doesn't match your inner rhythm. You might feel nostalgic for a simpler time, or like modern life is too loud, too fast, too artificial. You might feel like you're waiting for something you can't name. This isn't just being different, it's feeling displaced. And in the reincarnation lens, it can mean your soul remembers other homes, other lifetimes where it felt more aligned. Now, listen, none of these signs are a courtroom verdict. They don't prove reincarnation. But if several of them hit you and you felt that internal click, then maybe you don't need proof yet. Maybe you just need permission to explore. Because the truth is, whether reincarnation is real or not, these signs can still teach you something valuable. They reveal what your psyche is holding, what your nervous system is carrying, what your heart is trying to resolve. And that means your life isn't random. There's a pattern, and you're allowed to follow it. So here's what I want you to do. If you made it to the end of this video, comment below, not because it's a gimmick, but because it's a signal that you're paying attention. If this resonated with you, share it with a friend. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Awaken, ascend, become.